Hi guys, it's Sherry. I wanted to do, imagine this, a video on a couple of oils. It's kind of a rainy day and I've been sitting at my desk working all day, and it occurred to me that a lot of the videos I do lately, you know, are DIYs or recipes, and I kind of got away from just teaching you guys about some oils that you might not know anything about. So I picked two oils, both of which I think will kind of be new to many of you, that you've never really heard anything about them. One of them in particular, we'll start with that one, came up because somebody posted in the group about trying to find something to blend with valerian, because they were in love with valerian but not in love with the smell of valerian, which, by the way, is the story of valerian. So those of us that purchased it right away and have been using valerian to help us get a beauteous night's sleep, because it is so powerful in that regard. It is like the answer to all of our prayers. In the 3 or 4 years that valerian has not been available, it lived up to the hype. Let me just tell you that. The problem is it kind of stinks. And some people like the smell. Again, everybody's nose is uniquely personal. But I was on a personal mission to find something to blend with it that made it not smell quite like valerian. And so in a moment of desperation, I picked up Palmarosa, which is in my upstairs bathroom shelf, because I have another oil shelf upstairs. It's not as big as this one that's down here. And I love Palmarosa. Palmarosa is actually fantastic skin support. It's fantastic healing support, which is why it was up in my bathroom. Palmarosa is actually a grass that's distilled to get the oil, but it does smell like roses, which is why it's Palmarosa, right? It's incredibly hydrating. It has several properties. Let's try to keep this as compliant as possible, because this is probably going on YouTube. It has several properties that are similar to lavender in terms of what it can do for you, and what it can do for wounds and healing. There, that's probably as good as I'm gonna say that. Because it does smell like rose, oftentimes it is used to adulterate rose oil on the market, right? Which is another reason why we love Young Living, because we know that everything gets tested. What was it that Lauren Walker said on Saturday? 14 different times it gets tested. From the time it's distilled to the time it gets shipped to you, that oil is tested 14 different times for strength, impurities, anything that might be wrong with it before it actually goes out the door for you. Here's kind of a cool thing. You had me at martini, right? The actual botanical name for Palmarosa is Cymbopogon martini. I was like, anything that has martini in it sounds good to me. So, but emotionally, Palmarosa is known to strengthen one's feelings of security. So if you tend to be an insecure person, which would indicate chakra-wise for all our chakra people, because I'm trying to talk about that more, because so many of you are really interested in that aspect of it. That would mean that your root chakra probably is a little blocked, right? Because your root chakra is what grounds you. It's who you are. It's what you know that you are. So if you're experiencing feelings of insecurity, then that could mean that your root chakra needs some work. And this does support that chakra in terms of making you feel more secure. It's also uplifting, and just as an oh, by the way, it is widely used as a flavoring agent in food and beverages. So you probably have had exposure to some grade of Palmarosa in the past, but not this good grade. And it turns out, because of its nice rosy smell, when you blend it with valerian, valerian doesn't stink anymore. So that's a good thing. The next one that I decided to talk to you about today is Mountain Savory. This is a single oil. This is not a blend. I know a lot of people, when they see it, they're like, oh, Mountain Savory, that must be a blend of oils. Nope, it's plant. It's actually from the mint family. It's incredibly supportive of your immunity. So again, we'll leave that right there. It has an extremely high phenol content, and it has a very pungent, strong smell, similar to thyme or basil or rosemary, but it's actually superior to thyme, rosemary, and lavender in some of the properties that it has. I'm gonna leave you guys to look that up, Mountain Savory, the properties of Mountain Savory. Emotionally, we can always talk about emotions and be FDA compliant. So emotionally, it has extremely strong psychological effects. This is a very, very powerful smelling oil. And again, that really high phenol content, it smells a little thyme-like is kind of what it reminds me of. But it is a powerful energizer and motivator to your brain. Let me say that one more time. It is a powerful energizer and motivator emotionally for you. So if you are someone that is feeling a little deficit in your motivation category or your energizeness category, then Mountain Savory would be great for you. Again, it's probably a smell you're going to have to get used to. It smells a little bit like cooking herbs, but if you like that, then throw it in your diffuser and you're good to go. Mountain Savory, by the way, also comes in a vitality label because it is safe for ingestion. So we'll leave that out there. So there's your two for you guys to learn about today. Palmarosa, Mountain Savory. Do a little investigating. Research all the places that we in this group normally research, and maybe add them to your order this month because it's some pretty cool stuff. Okay? Thanks, everybody.